My name is Lauren Becker, and I serve as your planner and sustainability coordinator. I'm here today with Liz Garnati of Box Turtle Seeds, who's going to be showing us a demonstration on how to get started with your own native plantings in your backyard with just a milk jug and a bit of soil. So with that, I'll introduce Liz.
Hi. Most wildflower seeds need a cold, wet period of an average of about 8 weeks to actually germinate. So today I will be showing you how to sow your native wildflower seeds in milk jugs or plastic Ziploc bags to ensure that they germinate.
Let's get started.
Today, January 22nd, 2024, we're about 12 and a half weeks away from our average last frost day in southern Illinois, giving gardeners plenty of time to germinate their native wildflower seeds. And today I'll be showing you how to do just that using 2 different methods. The first method is commonly known as the winter sowing jug method. To get started, get your drill, or if you don't have a drill, you can use scissors for this. You're going to be making holes in the jug. First, you want to make 2 holes in the middle to tie it shut later. And then you're going to want to make several holes in the bottom for drainage. After that, you're going to want to cut the jug in half, leaving a little bit of a hinge. My favorite tool for this is the box cutter. I start off in between the 2 holes that I made in the middle. Be careful. If you're using a jug, I like to go underneath this hinge right here. It'll make it easier later to open them in spring. Alright, after you get the jug open, you want to get moist potting soil and add about 3 inches to it. After you get your potting soil into the jug, get your seeds. Today we're going to be sowing Prairie Blazing Star, or Liatris pycnostachya. It's one of my favorite Illinois wildflowers with tall purple blooms. This is not an exact science, so depending on how much seeds you want to sow, just sprinkle them on top like this.
Wow.
Now, depending on the size of your seeds will help you determine how much dirt you should put on top. If they're very tiny seeds, typically they just want to be surface sown, but these, I would say, cover them about 1/4 of an inch, which again is not an exact science.
Measure with your heart.
Measure with your heart. Alright. Tamp the seeds down like so.
Okay.
And then label it. You can label it a couple different ways. If I use a grease pen, it stays really well and doesn't get worn off by the weather. If you don't have a grease pen, you can use a Sharpie. You just want to label it on the bottom, and then that'll keep the sun from fading it throughout the summer months.
Good point. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Or you could get a label. I use a blind, and then you can write it and put it inside. Right. After that, you simply close the jug up. This is where those holes are going to come in handy now. And you tie it shut. And you place the jug outside, preferably in part sun, part shade, and you wait until spring before they germinate. The second method I would like to show you is how to do the cold stratification in the refrigerator. So I have two different types of mediums to put the seed in. This one is damp sand, and this one is a moist paper towel. For this, I think it's pretty important to label it because you're going to want to know how long it's been in your refrigerator. This is the bag with the sand. The moist sand, you don't want it to be super wet, just enough where it kind of clumps together. And again, take a pinch of seeds, sprinkle it into the bag, and smoosh it up in there, and close it, and put it in the refrigerator for the allotted amount of time. In this case, it's about 8 weeks.
Okay.
If you don't have moist sand, you can simply use a moist paper towel or even a recycled brown bag. Take your seeds, sprinkle just a little bit onto the paper towel, fold down, and put into the bag until it's time to come out. Now when you go to plant these, you could take the paper towel and put it directly on top of the pot, paper towel and all, sprinkle a little dirt down, and you're ready. The same goes with the sand. Just take all of that sand and put it in your pot, or even just directly on the ground in your garden. And then there you go. You've winter sown your native wildflower seeds.
There you have it. Wow, that is fantastic. Thank you so much, Liz, for being willing to show us this demonstration.
You're welcome.
Yeah, really good news for folks that may be watching at home. This past April, the city of Carbondale made a text amendment to ensure that if you want to have pollinator supportive landscaping in your own backyard, you are both protected and encouraged to do so. To find out more about those text amendments, you can head to our new city sustainability website, which we're going to link up above. Yeah, sound off in the comments of where you get your local seeds. We'd love to know where you get your native plantings, plugs, seeds, what have you. Yeah, let us know.
Happy winter sowing
from all of us at Carbondale
and Box Turtle Seeds Native Plant Nursery.